It's here in your presence. It's here in your presence. Just lift up your hands and receive whatever you need in this room. He's here in this room right now. He's here in this room right now. My healer, fighter, my Savior is here right now. Sustainer, He's our Redeemer. Jesus is here. There's no place like your presence, Lord. No place we find everything we need. Is here in your presence. All right. Good afternoon, Middle Georgia. Good afternoon, Macon. Good afternoon, Perry. Good afternoon, Fort Valley. Good afternoon, Warner Robins. Good afternoon, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, Periscope Live, Twitter Live. To everyone that is on live and alive, thank you so much for tuning in to the Glory 107.9 FM. And you're on with Don. Your current time is 1:15 the afternoon on Mondays. So that means that it is time for Money Monday. And on our Money Monday today, we have a very special guest in the person of the real estate granny, none other than Miss Shannon Lane. Miss Shannon Lane, are you there?
Hello.
Hey there, can you hear?
Yes, I'm here.
One more time.
Hey, Bishop.
There you go.
You hear me?
Hey. Loud and clear.
Yes. Bishop, loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Glad to see you on, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for having me today. Thank you so very much. Real quick, today is Monday. So happy that everybody is on today. It's raining outside, so definitely be careful while you're in your travels. But Bishop, real quick, Money Mondays. I love Money Mondays because it's really helping me. While you're helping your listeners, it's also helping me step up my game and kind of see what I can do to better my financials, right? Saving my money as well, right? So I jumped on the bandwagon. Yes. So I wanted to bring something of value to your listeners. I think it's going to be very helpful. I mean, it's one thing to talk about buying a house, but we need to really get into the meat of things. So I just want to share a couple of links for your consumers that they can use to really boost their credit.
Okay.
Right? So let's say you're kind of on the fence about credit, don't know what the loan officer is looking for when it's time to purchase a home, don't know what type of income that can qualify. Okay. So the types of income, I just want to let you all know that you can use your salary. Let's say you get paid, you work a job, you can use your salary. Now, let's say if you're a waitress or a waiter and you make tips, you can use tips, Bishop, to buy a house.
Wow.
I actually had a young lady as a waitress. She worked at a Mexican restaurant. And today she's a homeowner.
Wow.
She saved her tips. Everyone that she had, she saved them. And guess what? The loan officer approved her for a loan. Wow. And she's currently in her home off of those tips.
Wow.
So definitely tips, bonuses that you may make from your job, okay? Commission employees, of course, overtime, part-time. If these things are recorded, then they could definitely be used towards your income. A second job. You can also use investment income. A lot of us like to do in the stock market. You could definitely use that income. Non-taxable income. And we talked about this last time. That's your Social Security benefits.
Hmm.
pension, alimony, even those of us that are receiving child support.
Okay.
So you could definitely utilize that stuff as income. Another thing I want to talk about, Bishop, is what if some of your listeners are renting? You're like, hey, I'm renting a property, I'm renting, and I pay
Hmm.
my rent on time. I'm really good with my rent. Well, guess what? You can add those payments to your credit file. And you're like, well,
Wow.
how do I do that? So if those are listening, Bishop, I would like to know if I can kind of add these links once we're over, just in case
I think so. I don't think there's an issue with adding the link. I'm not sure how all of the because we're having an issue with Facebook, but still, you should be able to send them to add them. And if not, if you shoot them to me, I'll put them in the description of the video
there you
so
are,
that all they have to do is go back to the description and get it. So either way, we'll make sure that they're in. Okay.
that they get the links.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. So one link, well, there's three links that I want to talk about. Let's say if you're renting an apartment, right? Or if you're renting from a private owner, you want to go from renting to owning.
Okay.
There are three websites that we can take a look at. And the one is clearnow.com,
Hmm.
CLEARNOW.com. Another one is renttrack.com, RENTTRACK.com. And the other one is payyourrent.com, payyourrent.com. And the cool
Hmm.
thing about these sites, you can do it from the comfort of your home. So if you're out there
Yes.
listening, you're at your computer, you can download, look at one of these sites and input your rental information, input your landlord, and this stuff reports directly to your credit file. Yay!
Okay.
Because in
That's
times past, you cannot use rental history as part of your credit building process. So
uh-huh.
now we could use that to build credit. And I think it's awesome because how many of us pay $1,000 or more in rent, right? And never
Right.
get credit for it.
Right. Right.
So now you can. So let's say,
Excellent.
Bishop, if you want to get some credit cards, right?
Mhm.
And you're not exactly sure because to buy a home, you're going to need at least 2 or 3 trade lines. The loan
Mhm.
officer is going to make sure that you do have a variety of credit. That would be a car note or either furniture payment and
Mhm.
or credit cards, right?
Okay.
So we want to say, well, hey, what's the best credit card for me? Now, we
Mhm.
don't want to get too frivolous in our
Mhm.
spending, but we do want to get something just to establish a credit history. That's
Okay.
what we're talking about. We're not talking about splurging. We're
Uh-huh.
not talking about going to buy the latest shoes, but we're talking about doing those things that we can do now so that we
Mhm.
can have home ownership in the future.
Okay.
And so we want to talk about, I'm going to give you probably 3 websites that we can go to. And one, they're
Okay.
all on Google. So you want to compare your credit cards, and that's actually a site.
Okay.
Comparecreditcards.com. It's real simple. You can go on there. There's secured cards, right? And there's
Uh-huh.
also unsecured. And we
Okay.
know what secured is, right?
Correct. Well,
Secured is where you pay like a little deposit
I was gonna
of
say
your
let's
own
not
money.
assume. Let's go ahead and say it. So yeah, it's a secured card is a credit card that you can obtain by putting a certain amount down.
Mhm.
So say if you want $500 worth, or you need $500 worth of credit, if you send $500 to the credit card company, they will use that to secure you a line of credit and send you a card so that you can use up to $500. In that way, even though it's your money, you can establish credit by paying back whatever you charge on that card. But at the end of the day, your card is secured by a CD or a savings account of some sort of however much you put down, $500,
That's exactly
for
right.
option. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Oh yeah.
exactly right. And so, Bishop, that's a great way to establish credit. I have a
Right. It
lot
is.
of clients that come to me that first time home buyers. Well,
Mhm.
Miss Dix, I don't have any credit. Oh, that's fine. We can fix that. If you have a
Mhm.
banking account, a checking account, you can go to your bank and say, hey, do you all,
Mhm.
offer the secured credit cards? And a lot
Right.
of times you will find that most of them do. And then
Hmm.
that way they can directly take the money out of your checking account or your savings account, right?
Hmm.
And
Right.
establish you a secure credit card account. In a
Right.
lot of instances, they can cut your card right there. Like Wells Fargo, they cut
Hmm.
your card right there for you. So
Okay.
that's a great place to start, right?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Great place to start. And then that's basically, it just your money tips for Monday.
Hmm.
Definitely, if you want to add your rental income, you can. I'm going to shoot those links to the bishop, and then that way he can post them in the description. And if you all would like to apply for any unsecured credit cards, we can definitely do that to establish you all some credit.
Okay. Good deal. So now you made a comment about something, and I'm going to ask you to think about doing this for next week's session. You said a variety of credit,
Yes.
right? And so next week, can you give us sort of like what the variety needs to be, or the certain things that we need
Yes.
to have in place so that it can be seen on the credit report? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good
We
deal.
could definitely have that variety available for you.
Okay.
Absolutely. There's about
Thank
three
you.
trade lines, and we would
Okay. Good.
definitely talk about those on next Monday.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Ms. Real Estate Granny. Please give us your information so that someone can contact you if need be.
Yes, I am Shannon, the ATO Real Estate Granny, and you can reach me at 470-991-1217. Once again, that is 470-991-1217. Now, Bishop, I want to say thank you because your listeners have been calling.
Excellent.
Yeah, they have been calling. They're paying attention to you.
Excellent.
So we thank you for it. We're assisting those that we can. So
Hmm.
thank you. I've been in touch with Regina,
Hmm.
so it's working. Definitely it is. So keep up the great work. And we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Excellent. And like I said, I've chosen you and Regina because you all were who we used, and I consider you to be the dream team.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
These are the two women that you definitely want on your team to get some things done. So we appreciate you for your intellectual property and your expertise in this particular area. We thank you for taking the
Absolutely.
time to just instruct us in what we should do and what we need to know to make this thing come to pass. So we thank you for your time.
Absolutely. And
All
happy
right.
saving, and let's keep saving that money.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And we will see
Thank
you
you.
on next week. Shoot me those
Yes.
links and I'll make sure I put them in there.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
All right. Have a good afternoon and be
Yes.
safe out there.
Thank
All right.
you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. That was the real estate granny giving us our tips for our Money Monday segment. Yes, she brings the good information on every Monday at 1:15. We're walking through this process. We have gotten information on obtaining a home mortgage, and now we're getting more information on the purchase of a home from a realtor, not just a real estate agent, but a realtor. She has very good information, and she has years in the industry, and she can always give you that good information that you need. And if you need to see this video, if you've missed any part of it, or if you missed any part of our segments from the home ownership, from the mortgage purchasing of the mortgage obtainment, or all the way up to the home purchasing, you can always go back on our YouTube channel or our Facebook channel and just type in Money Monday, and you'll be able to go back and look through all the segments and be brought up to speed on what we have going on. Now, don't forget, today at 2:15, we're going to be on with the Tee Hee Hee at 2:15 with the First Lady of Hype. So I don't want you to miss that. Make sure you stay tuned for that. But we got some more good gospel music coming up for you right here on the Glory 107.9 right after these messages.
Hey everybody, this is Dottie Peoples. When I was hit by a tractor trailer on 285, I immediately called 1-800-INJURED, the Bethune Law Firm. And attorney Terrence Bethune said, "Don't worry, Dottie, I got this. If you're ever in a car accident, call 1-800-INJURED, Bethune Law Firm, and they'll tell you too. Oh!
This is Attorney Bethune of Bethune Law Firm. For over 25 years, my law firm has been helping injured victims in matters of wrongful death, tractor-trailer accidents, and car accidents. We're conveniently located at 2357 Pioneer Avenue. Remember, after a car wreck, call 1-800-INJURED, the Bethune Law Firm, to get you a big check.
Oh!
Hello, this is Bib Sheriff David Davis. Everyone has heard of signing bonuses to join big league sports teams. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can get a signing bonus to join our big league law enforcement team here at the Bibb County Sheriff's Office.